Straight up. Okay, start all over.
Start over?
Yeah, because it started.
Alright, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites who come out every week, prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible, and to teach you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are the Lord's chosen people, which are on this sign, the 12 lost tribes of Israel. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone camps, for teaching us the truth of the Bible, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. Shalom.
That's right. So we were cut off a little bit, and this phone is not even connected to the internet. So you know it's sleazy. He's fucking sick and tired of it, but he can't touch us. He can't do nothing to us. Why? Because as soon as he touches us and he kills us, guess what? That's instant power. You made it. He doesn't want to see us again. Not like that. Let's go back to Jeremiah 10.
This is Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word. Hear ye the word which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So we've been sent. And then you better believe it, we've been sent to the reincarnation to deliver this message. So you got Saturnalia coming up, and that's one of the wicked holidays that these people worship.
Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
That's right. Because there's signs in heaven right now. And I'm going to say it again, I'm going to keep an eye on this camera because this guy's sneaky. So we got the signs in heaven. We got Saturn and Jupiter aligning, and that's going to cause a wicked Saturn on the left-hand side. So let me get Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So this fight doesn't have to be Look how foggy it is. So that train has to do that shit. But still, that's
Satan trying to disturb the word, because this is our second video, because we had to cut off the last video, first video. And I was going to get that scripture too, Revelation 12 and 7.
oh, this is what I got.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So, like the brother said, there's signs in heaven, but what heaven is he talking about? Because the scriptures say that there's three heavens, and these Christians, they think that when you die, you go to heaven or you go to hell. But there's a better understanding to that.
There's a deeper understanding. This is a fucking long train, man. Yeah. Never happens like that. Come out here and take. So, like the brother said in the past scripture that we got, hear ye the words of the Lord. You want to get that one again?
Yeah. It says Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai speaketh unto you, all house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
For the heathen are dismayed at them. So the signs of heaven are coming, but it also says, hear ye the word. So this is Revelation 11 and 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, And the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Alahayanahu, and the altar, and them that worship therein. So that's what we're doing right now. See, we're breaking stuff down so that you can get a better understanding. Because there's this thing going around during so-called Xmas, and it's really just the worship of Saturnalia. You're not worshiping anything of the Bible. Because this sage is you'll never see that in a church. They'll have like a little thing with smoke in it, which is sage, but they don't let you see what it is. Keep the secrets from it, which is what we're going to be getting into, the secrets.
For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
With the axe. So we know about that Christmas tree. You guys are pretty much having it already. If you didn't buy it, you're not going to buy it because it's already almost time. So a lot of people have been putting it up. And then we've been reading things about Saturnalia. Let me bring that article back up. This is why this is part of the truth right here. The phone, the cell phone, the Urim and the Thummim. So I was watching Castlevania, and they have this little thing called a magic mirror. So the vampire it's in a box, and he claps his hand, and the mirror forms, and it's like this. It's like a phone, and then it's like Google. He asks it stuff, and then he sees what he wants. So I'm asking my computer, what is Saturnalia? So Saturnalia, held in mid-December, is an ancient Roman pagan festival honoring the agricultural god Saturn. Saturnalia celebrations are the source of many of the traditions we now associate with Christmas. So like the brother was getting into, the scriptures are screaming at you. Like, don't do this, don't do that. These are the signs that the heathen worship. But another sign that they're gonna be dismayed by is this, because this is a reed to measure. I'm gonna read that here. Revelation 11:1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod. So a reed is used to measure, and a rod is used for what? Correction. So if I had to use this, and I do use this to measure people's spirit, they're always going to fail, because not everybody is in the spirit sometimes. Well, they're in a certain spirit, in a wicked spirit, and these people do bad things. Like Saturnalia, worshiping Saturnalia, they're getting excited about this.
Jeremiah 10:3, for the custom of the people are vain. For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Workmen with the axe. So you see a bunch of those trees getting harvested. Did they use the axe? Damn right they did. And even if the axe is a machine and it chops down millions of trees at the same time, they're just advancing their technology.
They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it moves not.
They fasten it with nails and hammer. What does that mean? They get physical. They get physical with it. They have to get physical. They're like bang, 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 bang. They have to stay up. And then this movie called Krampus is a good movie to watch. It's about a demon. And you know what demons do? They lie to you. So Satan's the biggest demon, and he's lying to you. Spiritual Satan is lying to his people, the Edomites, and the Edomites think that they have a God. So, yeah. So verse 2, but the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 40 and 2 months. And that's happening because who's in the land of Israel right now? They don't belong there. Who took over the so-called Americas? And the word America means bitter. Why would you name a country bitter? Because it's full of bitterness. Let me get a little bit more on And 'cause this is a good article, and you can find it anywhere. Okay, so it goes on to say, what is Saturnalia? Saturnalia, the most popular holiday in the ancient Roman calendar. And this is the most popular holiday in this Roman calendar. I don't know about what happens at your work. Do you guys get those days off? Or do you have to work? Yeah. See, they have to work them, and they're supposed to get double time or holiday pay. But that's only for what? Full-time employees. That's bullshit. So on this occasion, this holiday is practicing winter solstice, and that's tomorrow. Today's the 20th. Yep, yeah, that's tomorrow. Oh, and the funny thing is, that's Sabbath. That's the actual Sabbath. Let me show you. Let me show you. See, today we're on Sunday, and then tonight, and then tomorrow is going to be the 21st. At night, it's going to be shown. So that's their Sabbath. See? I hope you can see it. It says what day? It says day 7, but it starts tonight, and then it ends tomorrow night. I mean, we can pretty much go into spirit now because we did a sit down yesterday, and it's fresh in our minds. So let me just give you some dates. The pagan celebration of Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture and time, began as a single day, but by late Republic 133 to 31 BC, had expanded to a week-long festival during December 17th on the Julian calendar, which the Romans used at the time. The winter solstice fell on December 25th. A quick thing that I want to mention, this was before the time that Yahushua was born. So when Yahushua was out there preaching and they took him to Pontius, they sacrificed him on this day. Go ahead.
Going back to Revelation 12:7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Mm-hmm. So who's the dragon? These Edomites. And who's their angels? They got military force. They had the space force right now. They had first they started with the Navy, with the Army, and then they ended up in the forces, Cavalier, and then they went to the Navy, and then they're in the Air Force. See, so this man is trying to take over every part of the planet that he steps on. And if he ever found out, like this, I know Yahweh is everywhere, but if he ever found out where Yahweh stayed, he'd probably try to go over there and try to conquer his ship. So how do these people celebrate this wicked holiday? How the Romans celebrated Saturnalia. During Saturnalia, work and businesses came to a halt. So right now, a lot of businesses are closing. Not all, like the grocery stores, they stay, but it's going to have a skeleton crew. Not a whole lot of people are going to be on there. Schools and courts of law are closed, so you don't want to go to jail tonight. You don't want to go to jail anytime. But not now because they're closed. People decorated their homes with wreaths and other greenery, and they decorate their cars too. And shed their traditional togas and wear colorful clothes known as synthesis. Even slaves did not have to work during Saturnalia. So that's a whole bunch of stuff that was going on right now, and not even paying attention to it. This scripture we get is Jeremiah 10. You can still go to Jeremiah 10 because it talks about how he feels about these solemn feasts.
Jeremiah 10:5. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
You see those Christmas trees? That's what you do with them. You have them up like the palm tree. But why do you have a palm tree? Why do you have them up like the palm tree? So you can show some sort of control. You went to the forest, took it out of the forest, took it out of the zone, and then you put it in your home, signifying that you own it. Go ahead.
They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good.
Neither is it also in them to do good. They can't do evil and they can't do good because they're just an inanimate object. Now, who can do good and who can do evil? You can get Isaiah 45:7. Who can do good and who can do evil? Because this is really his plan. This is his show. How about Shai has full control of the situation. He doesn't need your help. But still, he set us out here, set us up to preach the truth, and it is cold right now, and then it's foggy, so we're coming out here battling the conditions, making ourselves a living sacrifice. Hell, me or this brother could have gotten into a life-threatening accident from home to camp. It's so foggy today. What?
Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create calamity. So like,
That's NJV.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
He does all these things, so you don't have to worry if you know what you're doing. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be worrying. You're going to be worrying about things that you don't have, the things that you need, the things that you're missing. Who's going to get it for you? Who's going to do this? I don't have enough of that. But now let's talk about why it's like that. Well, we have to get punished for our iniquity because we transgressed the law. You got scripture with me. In the scripture, we read some more on that. So it says, even slaves did not work during Saturnalia, but were allowed to participate in the festivities. So what does that represent? How many of you people came to this country as an immigrant and took on these holidays? That means that you're a slave. And then you wanted to celebrate them, so you do. Right?
Psalms 8:3. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained.
The moon and stuff. So he made everything. He made everything. I don't know if it's in Psalms 92:6 or 96:2. Here, I'll look for you. You go ahead.
Psalms 8:1. O Yahweh Shem Yahushai, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set thy glory above the heavens.
So, like I said, if Esau knew where he could possibly find Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he'd probably go over there and try to start some stuff. But he can't. So why is this man like that? Why is this man like that? So let me show you. Psalm 92:6. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. See, that's Esau. So, and that's also you 2/3, because you 2/3 are practicing your Saturnalia. And then I'm gonna go above one. Actually, I'm gonna start at the beginning. Psalm 92:1. A psalm or song for the Sabbath day. It is a good thing to give thanks unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and sing praises unto thy name, O Most High Yahweh. So you have to know the names Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in order to sing it. To shew forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night. So we got to pray, constantly pray. Because we're doing battle right now with the Wicked Elite. They just turned off my camera a while ago. 92 and 3. Upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp, with a solemn sound. So you gotta be like a musician dedicates himself to music. So you gotta dedicate yourself to Yahweh Shimei Shai. And then be part of that band. Because we rehearse the righteous acts and we get together and then we do our thing. This is what I was trying to get. Psalm 92 and 4. For thou, Yahweh Shimei Shai, hast made me glad through thy work, and I will triumph in the works of thy hands. So even though he made us into subject unto the things that he wants, like Esau and the weather and all that stuff, we're still happy to be here and happy to know about Yahweh Shimei Shai.
Psalms 9 and 1. I will praise thee, O Yahweh Shimei Shai, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works.
All the marvelous works. So part of those marvelous works is guess what? The chip. Why would he give Esau the technology or even the brain to want to chip motherfuckers? Because he has to show his power. He has to show you that you need him. He has to make us so scared that we end up doing what we're supposed to do, which is going out and tell the truth of Yahweh Shimei Shai.
I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high.
And sing praise to thy name, O most high. So what's singing of the praise? We're telling you, like, don't worship Saturnalia, don't worship Easter, don't worship Halloween, don't worship none of those holidays. That will get you in trouble. You want to go into your lesson because we're pretty much covered Saturnalia. That's some wicked holidays coming up. Don't do it, but you're gonna do it. How do you know it's wicked? Because the scriptures tell you not to do it.
Back to Revelation 12 and 7.
So this is Revelation 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
So Michael is the archangel, and he's dwelling where the Most High dwells right now. And then it says that he fought the dragon. So when you're in the Christian church, they make you think that this is talking about where the Most High dwells, but Michael the Archangel, he's going to come out of where the Most High is dwelling, and he's going to come out to here where the earth is, to where the atmosphere is,
Let me get this, Revelation 20 and 2. 20 and 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Now that's speaking about how Rome fell down, Rome went down, and how the Holy Roman Empire came up. But still, this is like the revised Holy Roman Empire.
So he bound him 1,000 years. That's 1,000 years in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael, he's gonna come out of where the Most High dwells, and him and Yahushua are gonna come back to this earth, and they're gonna fight against the dragon. And we could get into that in a little bit, but first we want to go into what heaven, because the scripture says that there's 3 heavens, and the first one is in Psalms 104 and 12.
Because I know we got to get those words. Psalm 104 and 12. So let me get it in my sword and then I'm going to get the word. So Psalm what? 104, 12?
Yep, 104 and 12.
Psalm 104 and 12. By them shall the fowls of heaven have their habitation, which sing among the branches.
So it said the fowls of heaven, right? So when it's talking about heaven, is it talking about, where the Most High is? Because a fowl is a bird,
And that word is iwap
heaven.
for a bird.
Oh,
You want to get the word heaven?
yeah, and
So the word heaven is Shemayim, and the heaven is Hashemayim. It's Hebrew Strong's H8064. Hebrews, it's H8064. Shemayim. The outline, biblical usage, heavens, sky, visible heavens, sky, as the abode of the stars, as the visible universe, the sky, atmosphere, etc. Heaven, as the abode of God.
see, so mainly it's just talking about the sky, the heavens, the atmosphere.
So let me get you right here. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, Elohim created the heaven and the earth. And it's the same Strong's.
So he created the sky and the earth, the atmosphere, the clouds.
And that's their habitation. So, man, you gotta be super powerful to be living in the coldness of space. Space is your home, and you're not even cold. We're cold right now. Man, my feet are getting cold. I have to keep moving around, keep that blood circulating. Hell, it was so cold, my knee was hurting last night. And it was just cold in one particular area. But that's called arthritis. And that's due to my extensive amateur martial arts career. But I loved it. But it hurts. Sometimes I can't raise my arm like this. This is as high as it goes, but look at this side goes up. And I can't raise this one. That's because they're hurting. Because my abode is weak. My abode is weak. Where my spirit dwells is weak. But my spirit's strong. Let me get that one. Psalm 104 and 12. By them shall the fowls of the heaven have their habitation, which sing among the branches.
So that's the birds of the sky, The farthest that they could fly, is the sky, in the atmosphere. They can't go past.
I don't think they can go past the clouds.
Because there's a second heaven, It's in Isaiah 13 and 10. Now that's going past the atmosphere, going into outer space.
So this is Isaiah 13 and 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened, in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
So that says the stars, the sun, the moon. The birds, they can't go to the second heaven. They can't go to where the stars are, or the sun, or the moon. They'll die. Not even humans could go that far.
Yeah, because these pilots, they have to wear the oxygen mask. They have to get orientated. They have to take adrenaline or Dramamine so they don't throw up. See, their bodies can't handle that shit. They're not supposed to be up there. So let me get the tools. It says Shemayim too. For the stars of heaven and the constellations, there shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. So let me get that word. It's Strong's 80664, and there's let me get that Strong. Let me get the Strong's on. Shemayim, dual of an unused singular. Shamha, from an unused root meaning to be lofty. The sky, as aloft. The dual, perhaps alluding to the visible arc in which the clouds move, as well as to the higher ether where the celestial bodies revolve. Air, astrologer, heavens. Now it's still the same Strong's. Let me see what concordance it gives. And it's giving us the same one. But it's telling you the same thing.
So that second heaven, that's the stars, the sun, and the moon. So Esau, he says that he went to the moon, you know, but there's this thing which is called the Van Allen belts.
Oh yeah, the Van.
They're called the Van Allen radiation belts.
Van Allen radiation belt.
And it says, a Van Allen radiation belt is a zone of energetic charged particles, most of which originate from the solar wind. And the solar wind, that's from the sun, because solar means sun. And then that sun, it shoots out wind, you know, it actually shoots out, you know, like flares and shit. And those are charged energy particles that are shooting out, you know, in outer space, like towards Earth. So how is it he made it past the Van Allen belts? Because right here it says, can we go through the Van Allen belt? It says, for near-Earth missions, the Van Allen belts are not a hazard to spacefarers. It was, however, a hazard for the Apollo missions. It was a hazard for the Apollo missions, so how is it that they went to the moon if it was a hazard?
So let me get this one. It says, oh, I got one. I was going to read Luke 20 and 25, but I'm still reading it. And he said unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things that be Caesar's, and unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai the things which be Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So Caesar, you can't go into space, Caesar. But let me get 21 and 25. Uh-oh. Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea, the waves roaring. So the brother said solar flare. That's a wave from the sun. Oh, and that shit was roaring because it messes up everything. And Esau so dumb, he calls it a solar wind, but it's really just plasma. but that's what he uses so that you don't know what's up.